Every event planner has a horror story, or maybe a few. You know, everything looks flawless on the outside, the lighting, the signature cocktails, the Instagrammable moments. But then reality shows up and the question hits, was the expense worth the outcome, or did we just burn money in a really beautiful way? For me, that moment wasn't a wedding, a gala, or a corporate holiday party. It was my own software launch, the most expensive event I had ever used my own money to produce, which was $50,000 out of pocket at cost. And this was the one that taught me the most painful and most profitable lesson of my career. So let me set the scene. I created an event planning software. It was for the events industry. We were launching our MVP product to the Denver industry. I flew in my sales team. I flew in my CTO. I wanted to combine my corporate event planning and my software worlds in one night. During the event, my CTO said to me, wow, this is quite the party. Not many software companies launch with something this big. And looking back now, I'm like, Jenny, girl, what were we doing? Because trust me, this expensive launch party was a lot. And let me be clear, I did do several things right. It wasn't a complete flop. We had branded signature cocktails, experiential stations so people could try every part of the software. We had built-in immersive moments. We had a purple carpet, LED light-up custom photo badges, a bulldog in a tuxedo and purple bow tie, because of course we did. Branded swag so it would sit on their desks. My sales team was locked and loaded. My tech team was on call just in case. I invited 300 potential customers. I forced an incentive registration to collect emails. We had purple velvet linens, lighting design. We had everything. We even added a confetti cannon moment on the 360 booth. So visually, this party slayed. People walked in, they knew it was a Jenny Maxwell party. It was fun. My DJ custom mixed 90s rap songs for me. It was memorable, at least visually and even experientially. But visually memorable is not the same thing as profitable or even hitting the goals. And that's where everything fell apart. And then this is where I failed. I didn't connect any emotion to the brand. It was a pretty party. There was no feeling attached to it. I didn't create fans. People enjoyed the night and then they forgot about us the next week. I didn't build loyalty. There was nothing for them to latch on to emotionally. I never showed how their life would change. I told them. I demoed it. I didn't build a community of divas with a mission to efficiently plan their events. I told them and I demoed it, but I didn't prove it. I didn't create a single moment that tied their emotional world, their stress, their overwhelm, their workflow, their identity to the solution that I was launching. I showcased the software. I showcased the brand, but I did not showcase the transformation. And without the transformation, you don't get loyalty. You don't get retention. You don't get belief. You get a nice night out and a forgotten follow-up email. And so here's the thing about me. I am really big on taking risks. I take them a lot, and at times it's led to failure. But one thing I also do is I dissect these failures. I will tear a failure apart down to the screws until I understand exactly what happened. What did I miss? And what did that try to teach me? Because every failure has an ROI if you're brave enough to look it right in the eye. And this was a big one that changed my entire career. So let's talk about what should have happened. First of all, I never defined the purpose of the event. My goal was to sell the software, but my purpose was not outlined in any way, shape, or form. So I do forgive myself for not figuring this out at the time because I was planning this over-the-top soiree. I was also a CEO of a software company and producing events for Occasionally Fabulous and somehow trying to be a mother to 2 boys. So needless to say, my purpose should have been to build a community of planners who would become lifetime software users. I should have then designed the goals of this event based on that purpose. the goals would have looked like this. Get users into the software and provide them staff to handhold them through the process. To gather honest feedback and make adjustments based on the feedback. To build loyalty with a small group and then build on it. Qualify the leads. I had a 10K email list, but they weren't all qualified leads. So as a result, was the purpose achieved? No. Was the goal? Sort of. We got the emails. They tried the software, but nobody left thinking, I need this. This is for me. This will change my life. Maybe one person. I think I had one sign up. And that's the moment I realized all the beautiful decor in the world cannot compensate for a lack of emotional connection. This event, this expensive, velvet, linen-laden, gorgeous, strategic failure was the moment I finally understood something my career had been trying to teach me. I wasn't lacking creativity. I wasn't lacking talent. I was lacking a blueprint. I needed a repeatable system for my events that would outline the purpose, define the goals, and how to get there. And I needed to do this through emotion, connection, memory, transformation, and profit. And so I built one. I dissected my events, the successes, the failures, and then I created my 4-step framework and I use it everywhere. It's called the Experiential Edge. And this software launch, it was the movement that proved why this was the moment that proved it. And here's the lesson. I didn't want fans. I wanted loyal buyers. If you want people to remember your brand, if you want profit, you must design with emotion. Because a pretty event, a fun event, people forget it. An emotionally driven experience, people not only carry it with them, they remember it and they take action. And that's the Experiential Edge. It's not a theory, it's not fluff, it's not decor, it's the blueprint that I wish that I had during this software launch and the one that I'm giving you now. So your next event won't just look good, it will work for you. So if this resonated with you at all, please click subscribe because there is much more dissection of failed events and emotional strategy to come. So thank you for being here.